Hey, 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 hey. Every time I walk through the door, I always say hello. Every time I walk through the door, I always say hello. When I walk in the room, all eyes on me. People think they know me cause they saw me on TV. They waiting and speaking and looking at me. They can't wait to get a selfie. I hadn't seen some since ninth grade mathematics standing in line for my autograph. I love my people and they love me cause they heard me on the radio and saw me on the TV. Bling, bling and the cha-ching. Hey, 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 hey. Hello and welcome to our next episode of the Jacobby Show. And guess who's with us today? Nicole is back.
Hi guys.
Yeah, Nicole has been on vacation. So where have you been?
Everywhere you could possibly think of.
Well, I saw you at the Archie Awards.
That is right.
And I saw you on the red carpet at the movie Midtown.
That's right.
How was that?
It was awesome. It
So
was
you've
so
been
awesome.
everywhere.
I completely enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. So are you ready to work?
I am ready to work.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest that we're going to be interviewing today. He is a person of a lot of talents, and he does a lot in the community. His name is Christopher Winston. One more time, Christopher Winston, and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay. Well, first, I am a pastor. I'm a co-pastor at All God's Children Community Church in Norfolk, Ocean View area. I also founded the church a few years before that, Open Arms Ministries, which we merged with All God's Children. And my day job is I am a community health navigator at the LGBT Life Center. So what that entails is I'm a care navigator. I help people get into care. I do HIV and STD testing. I also do Clear Counseling, which is a program there, a prevention program. I also do, probably the biggest part of my job is I do a retreat called Rise, which is for gay and bisexual men. Help them with understanding stigma and self-acceptance. I also do Mandate, which is a program for gay and bisexual men of color. I also...
Wow, what a resume.
Yes, I do advocacy programs as well, and I lead a group called Man Talk, which is a discussion group for men.
Well, the reason why we had you on today is because my grant writer thought it would be a great idea to include a series about something, and I thought medicine, because there is a rise of HIV in our neighborhood, isn't that correct?
And across the country.
And so, what were you going to ask?
Yeah, like over 600,000 U.S. citizens that are being hit with the disease here. And the thing is this, I feel that it's so amazing that you're here, first of all, because I'm sure within your job you are also not just men, but women as well, correct? And it's also to enlighten them that even with it, you can have and live your best life.
Yeah, correct.
Like there are things out here now that it doesn't have to be that taboo that it used to be in the 90s to where that's it, if you have it, you die. But it's now to where it's like diabetes, like someone, just make sure you take your meds and then you can live your best life, not hurt anybody by doing anything. And even if you have the virus, you can be with someone that doesn't have the virus and protect them and yourself and just live the best life.
Absolutely.
And we're going to learn more about what he does at the LGBT Community Center, as well as his job as a pastor, right after this commercial break. Hey, 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 hey.
I know if you have a car, you have car insurance. But do you have life insurance or think you may be too old to get life insurance? If that is the case, call Patricia Parker, insurance specialist at 582-7440. That's 757-582-7440. Ladies, have you heard about the new nail salon on Portsmouth Boulevard called Glitter and Diamond Nails, located at 4208 Portsmouth Boulevard in Portsmouth, Virginia, where the price is right, affordable manicures and pedicures. Call Rosie at 757-214-2331. That's Glitter and Diamond Nails.
And we're back with two doctors And my pharmacist, Dr. Kamini, and his wife, Dr. Kamini. So welcome to our show.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. All right. So today we're going to talk to this gentleman here. He is a pharmacist and his wife is a nurse practitioner and a doctor. So they are a power couple of intelligence and reasons why you should go to school and get your doctorate. But we're talking to Dr. Kamini, the pharmacist. He's one of our sponsors for this show. And he has a pharmacy right here in Chesapeake, Virginia called the Bidet Pharmacy. And the reason why I thought that he would be so interesting to bring on because he has a compounding pharmacy. So tell us exactly, what is a compounding pharmacy?
Well, thank you for asking. You know, many people do not know that pharmacy has different components. Compounding is when your patient sometimes has allergic to diet, any kind of diet, and the doctor wants her to make the medication without that kind of diet. Or people who take medication and have problem with gastric, we can make it in different form, like suppository, that they can use it different way, or just like a cream that they can just make it. I mean, we can put different ingredients and you put in the screen and that works too. But you have to see your doctor first and have a prescription for.
So did you know that you can have your medication compounded into a cream or into a suppository? You didn't know that. Some people don't like to take pills. But you can also help people minimize the amount of pills they take through compounding pharmacy as well, right?
That is the general pharmacy, like retail, because we have two components. We have retail, like a regular pharmacy, like CVS, Walgreens, and we do have the compounding also there. You see, when you take more than 4 medications, sometimes that means those medications may be interacted. So we do what we call medication therapy management. I mean, we try to go and see if those medications have interaction or other problems, and let your doctor know. And sometimes you may take 2 or 3 different medications for the same condition without knowing, especially when you have different doctors.
Right.
In that case, we try to call the other doctor and just let you in 1 or 2 medications.
Oh, that's great. Because a lot of people have a big plastic bag full of medications today, and when you could only be taking 3 or 4. So that's great. So you got to call Dr. Kamini at Bidet Pharmacy in Chesapeake, Virginia. You have a beautiful young lady here sitting with you. Can you introduce us and tell her who she is and what she does?
Yes, she's my wife. She's the nurse practitioner. She's the doctor too. And also we have a young doctor in the family. Our second.
So 3 doctors in one family. So Dr. Kamini, so tell us who you are and what you do.
Oh, hi. Thank you for bringing us on your show today. I'm Dr. Kamini, Rosine Kamini. I'm a nurse practitioner in family medicine, primary care. Yeah.
So you can write prescriptions, correct?
Yeah.
So
we write prescription. Yeah, okay. We prescribe tests, lab, X-ray, MRI. We refer to specialists, to physical therapy. Yeah.
So what is it like being married to a doctor and you're a doctor? You guys are a power couple. Do you get your favorite seats in the restaurant when it's a doctor and doctor's here? Or you do it for another reason where you just want to help people? Why did you decide to become a doctor?
Actually, I started my career as a CNA. Yeah.
Wow, that's a big jump.
Yeah. I did CNA. I was a nurse assistant for like 9 years, and I went to school to become an RN, a registered nurse, RN. From there, I did associate. I earned a bachelor. I went back to school for my master's, and after that, I went for the doctorate.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
very, very impressive. So she started as a CNA and she wound up to be a doctor just for persistence and setting goals. That's what goal setting will do for you. And we'll be right back to talk to these two doctors. This is not the doctor show that you see on TV. This is an actual couple of doctors with a son that's a doctor, and we'll talk more about that right after this break.
Did you know there is a brand new pharmacy located in the Churchland section of Chesapeake, Virginia? It's called Bidet Compounding Pharmacy, where they deliver.
Thank you, Dr. Kamini.
Thank you for coming today. You have a good day.
You know, I was taking 20 pills a day, but thanks to the day, I only take 4 now.
Yeah, and the best part is they deliver.
Yes.
And they also compound your medications from 20 pills to 4. Yes, it's called medication therapy. Call Bidet Pharmacy and make an appointment to talk to the pharmacist. His name is Dr. Kame. He's very, very friendly. His number is 757-320-5141. Call Bidet Compounding Pharmacy. You'll be glad you did.
Hello, and we're back with two doctors here, Dr. Kamini and Dr. Kamini, as they are a married couple of doctors here, right here in Virginia in Hampton Roads. And guess what? Their son is following in their footsteps, and he is a doctor, and his name is?
Christelle, Wickham Kamini.
Kristen. How do you say the first name?
Christelle.
Oh, Christelle Kamini. So, was that flattering that your son followed in your footsteps as a doctor and is going to be making a lot of money real soon?
We have actually 6 children.
6? Okay.
7, I'm sorry. 7 children, and he the second one. And
to become a doctor, or the second child?
He the second child to be doctor.
Oh, yeah.
We have 7 children.
Right.
He the second child in the family.
Oh, the second child.
Right.
Okay.
So our goal is that's the reason she's go to school to be doctor, and I'm to set that goal so high so that everybody can touch it if they can.
Oh, that is great.
So yeah, we still have 4 in VCU, right? Or 2 or 2.
2 at VCU.
Yeah, one is already out, plus the other one. So we see who.
So you're not from America. Can you tell us where you guys are from?
Oh yes, we were born and raised in Cameroon, right in the center of Africa.
Cameroon?
Right.
Okay.
So
tell us, a lot of people, when I went to VCU, I graduated from VCU, and we had a couple of African students there, and they took education so serious. So is that something that the African culture stresses, is education a lot more than Americans, you think? Because it seems like your wife, she just saw the opportunity, she sees it, she set the goals, and now you're passing it down to your children, which is great. And I think that other people should try to, make education number one in their families as well. So.
Well, education is good all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that can beat it.
Right. Did any of your children ever make an F?
I'm sorry. No, the between. When I was in school too, sometimes you may have a C, believe me, but they just try to be between B and I prefer them to be A. like this doctor, when he was still in school, she can tell you that I told him, if you bring me straight A, I will give you $100 at the end of the term. And all the time he brought me a lot of A that the $100 became $3,000 that I never got. Seriously. You just have to encourage them, and when they go to that goals, nothing may change.
You know what, and that's a great thing. And I teach my nieces and nephews the same thing. They'll work for a star on a board. Mm-hmm. They just want to get rewards. So if you replace that star with the $100 bill, you might have a straight A student like Dr. Kameh and Dr. Kameh. You might have all straight A students, but you might have to go in debt. But it's worth it. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on our show and for being sponsors of our show. And keep on encouraging the young people to get an education. And thank you for being my pharmacist. You've been doing a great job.
Also, what we let the young pharmacists know that they can do it because I work with a retail pharmacy for almost 18 years, and I decided to go by myself and to do compounding and retail. What I'm doing now,
Right.
be there compounding pharmacies.
And can you tell all of our guests where your pharmacy is located so they can come and visit you? He is a very welcoming and a friendly pharmacist who takes the time. He delivers the medicine himself, and he can break those 20 pills down to 4. So tell them where all this takes place.
Okay, yeah, I'm local. I'm in Chesapeake, especially at 3921 Popular Hill Road. Here.
3921 Poplar Hill Road, and
Right.
that's Chesapeake, correct?
Right.
All right.
But that look like Portsmouth, that look like Suffolk.
Yeah, it is. It used to be another city. They just kind of divided it up, and when Suffolk came, that's how Northern Suffolk came into existence. So yeah, so that's why it's like you go down the street, it's Western Brand. The next street is High Street. There's Portsmouth. You're like just a block down the road. So yeah, I can understand. But listen, and are you on any social media where they can find you? And can you spell your last name so they can make sure they got the right pharmacy and the right doctors?
Right. I'm not Dr. Bidai, like you always say. I'm Dr. Kemeni. Bidai Pharmacy, and Bidai is just the abbreviation for Best Deal International. So that's what I combined to make it that way. So that's supposed to be Best Deal International Company Pharmacy Services. But that was so long that we just put it that way. So yeah, we offer retail pharmacy, we offer compounding pharmacy, we offer OTC stuff like vitamins in the store, and also we deliver, like you said, to our local customers.
So you'll never forget that they deliver because his wife is in our commercial as one of our sponsors. So I want to thank you guys for coming.
Please, one more thing. She doesn't work with me. She worked in different locations with bunch
She
of
was
us.
a customer in a commercial that they
Thank you.
All right, so he's great for correcting you, so that's good because he is the best at what he does and she is the best at what they do. They're doctors after all, and I'm just a talk show host. So we'll see you in just a couple of seconds with our next guest, who is a marketing director, and he works with our company now. So be right back right after this commercial break.
Thank you.
Hey, 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 hey. Hello, this is Jacobby with the Jacobby Show, and we have some free commercials that we're going to give away on our next show. So if you have a business or someone who wants to be on TV that they feel like there's no way that they can afford a TV commercial or a TV ad, tell them to call 757-618-8437, and we're going to show them how they can get a free TV ad on our show. So what do you think, Jose? Do you think that's a good idea?
So I actually think that's an amazing idea. A lot of local businesses are going to benefit from that in absolutely every single way. A lot of people think that revenue is an issue. So when you offer something that's for free, it's not only is it going to help them with advertising, but it's going to help them look more professional and look more like a business, you know? So I definitely agree.
That's true. So you just have to call our show 757-618-8437 to make sure that you get an opportunity to get a free ad on our show.
Right.
Because we have to buy the airtime anyway. So we'll give you some, but you might get more, like buy one, get one free, but we're going to give you some free stuff. All right, so listen, Nicole, you have any questions you'd like to ask this gentleman?
Now, I am huge on entrepreneurship. So do you like dealing with more of corporate or more of your mom and pop entrepreneur, the hard working grinders of the USA here?
Okay, that's an interesting question. So generally speaking, I try to stay away from the friend word, from the friend and family word. I have a very, very thin line between business and family. And although it is very fun to work with family, the majority of the time, family isn't always in the right headspace. They're not necessarily helping the environment sometimes. You know what I mean? So when you're working with businesses, when you're helping business to business marketing, not only are you helping the bigger circle, which is I'm helping my family, but I'm also helping the majority of the population. The way that I like to see it is there's a big circle of life, and in that circle of life, there's a lot of smaller circles. And those smaller circles are usually business or business owners. And what happens is when you help that small circle, it kind of trickles down, and you end up helping the whole circle as a whole. So I like to focus on the business side of things, on the corporate things side of things, in order for it to trickle down on the whole earth itself.
So Jose and I have been doing a lot of texting and trading information and ideas through the internet. So when I come up with a good idea, I shoot it to him, get his feedback on it. So now we're talking about something called cross advertising, where you see like some coupons, they have Pepsi on the front and McDonald's on the back. Because if you get a burger and fries, you want something to drink.
Definitely
So some of the bigger conglomerates see that idea, and they've been capitalizing on it for years. And then the bigger conglomerates wind up buying the smaller one and making the stock grow even bigger. So, I'm just so excited about that he's all ears and he's ready to pick up on some of the sales tips and some of the ideas so he can get him another Versace suit.
Rock it.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm always all about learning, and if I'm not learning, then
Right.
I'm
So
not living.
we'll be going over
That's
a lot of ideas. We're going to bring in the rest of the staff so they can get some commissions too. So the more money you have in any business, the more things you can do. You can pay your staff. You can make better technical advancements. You can have a happier life, take better vacations, get a better car. We all need those things to survive. But there is really no free lunch because somebody has to pay for everything. So I want to thank you for coming on, and I will be seeing you every week
Every week.
on TV and in the back end, whereas your credits will roll with us as the marketing director
That's
of
right.
the Jacobby Show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. And
right.
thank you so
Thank
much as
you.
well. And I loved being here. Seriously, it was a pleasure.
All right, our pleasure is ours. Have a good day. And that's all we have for you this week on the Jacobby Show. Tune in every Sunday night at 12 a.m. midnight. We'll be here. See you then. Hey, 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 hey. Every time I walk through the door, I always say hello.
How you doing? Welcome to the Comedy Spot. We got some of the best comics in VA coming on here tonight. First, I want to thank Sean Cooper of Cooper's for allowing us to tape here tonight for live with Jacoby and Nicole. Let's hear it from him. Thank you. And the guy that ran out of here, kicked him off stage, that is Jacoby the Bouvier, ladies and gentlemen, executive producer. Thank him. I'm going to be real quick. I just have a couple of questions to ask y'all. Any step parents here tonight? Anybody? Okay. Well, I'm America's stepdad. I'm on my third step family right now. Yeah, wow. You say, why? Because kids don't bother me. If mama tight, I know how no good Negroes can be sometimes. They get the, lead the ladies hanging and everything. And they got kids. You can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? But having three, I realized the first two step families was practice. You know what I'm saying? The first two was a little boy and girl. Second family was 3 boys. Now 3 boys, I thought that was rough. Now I got 4 girls. These are the most vicious creatures on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? They go in, they are nasty with each other. But the main thing I learned is I don't buy anything for the kids that I can't take back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they asked me to buy a bed for them. I can't buy that because if I get mad, I can't take it back. You know what I mean? I ain't going to take it loose and put it back in the box. And, by the time I get it in the box, they don't apologize with them puppy dog eyes. And I got to put this back together. I ain't doing all that. I buy them food, you know what I mean? Take them to McDonald's, sit them down at the table. You get to eating good, talking. Give me that burger, man. You know what I mean? Eat it right in front of them. That'll teach you. And it works. Anyway, my man from Franklin and Mississippi, the funniest dude, one of the funniest dudes I know, Mr. Rod Shannon.
And what I like about Bernie Mac, man, Bernie Mac just say whatever was on his mind. If it came up, it came out. So that's what I liked about him, man. And so one thing I would always do, man, is I had to learn that I could not, since I don't cuss no more, it was hard for me to do this, so I had to figure out a way to be able to do what I did. So I remember, I'm a military man. They taught me a particular language that I could speak to get my point across, and it's called the phonetic alphabet. Let me show you what I'm talking about when I say phonetic alphabet. So if I got a guy, let's say me and him get into it, and he make me mad, I'm on stage, I don't cuss no more. He called me a name, and I called him a Mike Foxtrot. What did I just call him? Right, you know what it was. So, or me and this lady here, we get into it, and she called me a name, I call her something, and I call her Alpha Hotel. What did I call her? Okay, see, you got that. Now, this next one you got to think, because it's 3 letters, so you got to really think. All right, dude right here make me mad, and I call him a Bravo Alpha November. Now, let me hold up right there. This is why I do the disclaimer when I say white folk, look here. Look here, white folk. I know you know the answer. I know you know. But don't say it, okay? You came in here for some comedy, but it's going to be a little tragedy if you do, okay? So don't say nothing, all right? So, brothers and sisters only, what did I just call it? See, it's always a woman going to say broke. And there you go. See, you got a real one right there. You already know. All right, so with that being said, wait a minute. Hey, white dude, man, I know you didn't say nothing, did you? I told you to be quiet. Don't you see all these Novembers in here? You gonna mess around and get foxtrotted up, man. You better. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do, man, I got to get out of here. I got to go, because I got to go to the bathroom. I got to pee. But before I go, man, I want to do my tribute to Bernie Mac. And like I said, I don't cuss no more. So we're going to see how this work out. We're going to see if I can do this without cussing. I think I can do it. All right, y'all ready? You remember when he was at the end of his show on the Kings of Comedy? He was at the end. And he did his thing. And he was talking about why we say this particular word all the time. Well, I'm going to recreate that without the cuss words, using the phonetic alphabet. And it goes a little something like this. You seen that Mike Foxtrot and Bobby? That Mike Foxtrot owed me 35 Mike Foxtrot dollars. He told me he's going to pay my Mike Foxtrot money last Mike Foxtrot week. I ain't seen that Mike Foxtrotter yet. I'm not going to chase this Mike Foxtrotter for my 35 Mike Foxtrot dollars. I called the Mike Foxtrotter for Mike Foxtrot dime. But the Mike Foxtrotter won't call me back. I called his mama the other Mike Foxtrot day. She gonna play like the Mike Foxtrotter wasn't in. I started to cuss her Mike Foxtrot and Alpha out. But I ain't want no Mike Foxtrot trouble. I tell you one Mike Foxtrot thing. The next Mike Foxtrot time I see this Mike Foxtrotter and he ain't got my Mike Foxtrot money, I'm gonna bust his Mike Foxtrot head. And I'm not this Mike Foxtrot.
Hey. Every time I walk through the door, I always say hello. Every time I walk through the door,